What's up, guys? I'm BTC. Today we get to talk about some pretty good stuff in regard to the new characters, as there are two new methods of unlocking new characters. So by now, everyone knows that the main method, the first two methods of unlocking the new characters, is through the Battle Pass. Either you buy it and you get access immediately, or you have to level up, level 55 for the first season, level 45 for this season. It's probably going to stay 45 for the foreseeable future. And you do that, and that's how you unlock the characters. However, the question was, well, what happens after the season was over? How do you get access to those characters? Blizzard has always been kind of mysterious on this, but now we actually have the answer because season 1 is over and people now can try to get Kiriko. So what happens if someone has a new account, or if they didn't have the battle pass in the previous season, or if they just, didn't have time to level it up? Now we know what those two new methods are. So the first one is going to be through the shop, because obviously, right? However, the price is a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. It's 900 credits, which is $9. I thought it was going to be somewhere in the range of like maybe $30, $40, right? I mean, if they're charging you $19 for an ugly legendary skin, I figured they were going to charge a lot more for the new character, but it's $9. And when you consider that the battle pass itself is $10, so you would get the character immediately, and then you would get all the other stuff. Having the character for $9, getting the battle pass for $10, that's a pretty good deal, getting the battle pass for 10. But now, there are still issues with the battle pass, trust me on that one. I'm going to talk about that more in a video probably tomorrow, but that's still a really, really good deal, like to get the battle pass and have the character unlocked for that $10 rather than the $9 after the fact. So credit where it's due, they didn't try to charge something ridiculous. But here's the thing, you don't even need to buy, like the only reason why you would buy Kiriko for $9 is if you were extremely, extremely impatient, because there's a fourth way to get these new characters that is so unbelievably easy, and it's also free. I know people think that I just want to bash at Blizzard, but here's the thing. I try to be as fair as possible, right? When they do something bad, I'm going to criticize them for it, and I'm going to call them idiots for doing dumb stuff. But when they do something good, I want to praise them and give them credit for it. And what they're doing with these new characters is, well, after the fact, is actually really good. So, how do you get the character for the fourth way for free? Well, you have to go into the training map, and there are a bunch of challenges that you have to do. So the first challenge, now actually before we even get into that, I do want to point out that having access to the characters in the training map, even when you don't own the character, is really nice. Like, I don't own Ramattra right now. I haven't unlocked him. I don't own the battle pass or nothing like that. But I can still play the character and I can still mess around in the training map, which is pretty good. I think that's pretty cool. Again, credit where it's due. When they do something good, allowing you to access the characters in the training mode to kind of mess around with them before you even have access to them in the main game I think that's a good decision. They could have done something dumb and locked the character out and didn't even allow you to use them in the training map, but they didn't. So I think that's good, right? Credit where it's due. That's a good decision. And that actually leads into how you unlock the characters, the fourth method. There's a string of challenges that you have to do to unlock the character. I believe it's 7 challenges. So the first one is just generally playing the game. You have to win 35 matches, and you have to either queue as the all role, or you have to specifically play support characters. And this can be done in quick play, competitive play, or no limits. Now, 35 games is not a lot at all, considering that the old mini events used to have to require you to win 9 matches. So having you win 35, I mean, that's basically like a couple days, maybe a week or something of just normal play, right? Unless you're like really, really, really bad at the game, it might take you a little bit longer, but hey, for the most part, 35 matches is not that difficult. So what about the other challenges? Are they going to be like ridiculous? No, as it turns out, they are unbelievably, stupidly easy. So here are the other challenges to unlock Kiriko. So you have to win 35 matches, and then here's the other one. Here's the second one, right? Second challenge. Get 2 critical eliminations with kunai in the practice range. Done. Okay. Next one. Heal 250 with the healing thing in the practice range. So basically you stand here for about a minute at most, just holding down the heal button, and you're done. So that's the next challenge. Done. Next up, practice using the protection Zuzu on 2 allied bots simultaneously. Okay. Done. So that one's done. Next up, use the swift step to pass through a wall to an allied bot. Done. Okay. Next challenge. Practice using the wall climb in the practice range. Done. Okay. Next one. Buff 2 allied bots simultaneously using your ultimate, the Kitsune Rush. Alright, so let me just build this up a little bit. And
let the Kitsune guide you.
Done. Congrats! You have just unlocked Kiriko without paying for it or without leveling up your battle pass. Now, obviously, you still have to win the 35 matches. But, as I said, that's not really that difficult. But that's all you have to do. You just have to get a couple of eliminations with criticals. You teleport through a wall, do some healing, throw some abilities down, and that's it. That's how you unlock the character. Now, of course, you have to keep in mind that this is how you would access the character after the season is over. Which means that you would play through the entire season without having access to the character. But it's really simple, right? So it's not difficult. It doesn't, I mean, if you're super impatient, you can go to the store and buy it for $9, but why? I mean, look at what I just did. Yeah, again, 35 matches, whatever. But what I just did in the practice range is so unbelievably, it takes you less than 5 minutes to do it. It's super simple. So, credit where it's due. This is a really nice way to unlock the new characters. Now, keep in mind that this is something that new players are going to have to do in order to unlock. So, a year from now, when these new players want to unlock Sojourn or Junker Queen or Kiriko or Ramattra or whoever else is there, they're going to want to have to unlock these characters, and this is how they do it. And it is super simple. So credit where it's due. If you missed out during the Battle Pass, this is a great way, and super easy way to actually unlock the characters. Now, in regard to the Battle Pass itself, as I mentioned, there are still some issues. It's slightly better, but it's still probably one of the worst Battle Passes in all of gaming. And I'm going to make a video talking about some of the changes in this Battle Pass and some of the things that they can do to improve it for minimal effort, minimal cost that would greatly improve the Battle Pass. So, what do you guys think about the new 4th method of unlocking the new characters? Do you think this is a good way to do it? Let me know down below.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and